Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. Those things we didn't get to during the course of the show today. We have to talk about yesterday. Yesterday was so much fun. We had our winner for our jingle contest, Chandler, and her mom come in. And we had her on the Aftercast, so you heard a little bit from her yesterday. And she was just awesome. She got in there and did such a great job. Like Ed Cash from We the Kingdom was telling her, okay, well, try it this way. And she did it like right away, did just a couple takes, didn't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Like, as somebody who's recorded stuff before, it takes me forever, like forever to get it to where it's passable.
Well, and what I was surprised about is that he was like, you know what? It would sound good if you harmonized on your own vocals.
Yeah.
And so Chandler was like, oh, okay. And he was like, if you just did this, or something like that. And then she was like, oh, okay, yeah. And she did it on the first take. It was crazy.
Because she was nervous going in, but then like she worked professionally in there with him. That's what was so crazy. It's like she's never worked like that before with anybody. And to take the direction, it was fun watching Ed. It was masterful, man. Watching him as a producer, like how he does it. And he just commands the room. He's like, okay, move this here, do this here. I'm like, wow.
For the longest time before We the Kingdom, he was primarily a
producer, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been on so many songs, like in the Christian music world that you know. His brother too, like all of them. And so it was, they were so kind to her and so cool. And it was funny because like she was down, like we pull into the parking garage and we can't find a parking space, so we have to park around the corner. And we talked about her being visually impaired. And I'm like, hey, you don't have a handicap placard, do you? She's like, no, I don't. I'm like, you had one job. What good are you? Like, and I just love that you could like give, like, she was that kind of person that you could tease with, and she was just great. She and her mom both were amazing.
Yeah, they were awesome. We had a great time. It was a great experience, and we'll be posting a bunch of stuff later, but lots of videos, lots of photos.
Can't wait to...
Wally did make a spectacle of himself.
That's what I do. Like, I was there for the comedic relief, and they even wanted to record my hip movements.
Yeah, your bum was way too close to a mic at one point.
Don't even know how that's going to factor into it, but I think
unnerving.
I think Ed wanted just that vibe. I think he wanted that vibiness of it. He did.
Know.
He asked for it, and
I think you told him.
I gave it, and I gave it 110%. I left it all in the studio. So anyway, but like Betty said, we'll be cutting that stuff up to share it later. But it was really good. Okay, so now we had somebody, Elisha. Says, hey, I sent some pickle chips your way, and I think they are possibly my favorite jalapeno dill pickle chips. Now, Betty Rock is the person that likes dill pickle chips. I don't know that I do. It said there's another great band, Old Dutch Pickle, but this is Miss Vicky's. And
I don't have any water.
I turned 40 today. It's a big day, so I figured that I would send you these. So thank you. You don't have water? Oh, that's a bummer.
There can't be that spicy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're
it's a
fine.
cute bag.
Do you like spicy stuff typically, Rock?
To a degree.
Yeah. If I'm getting you're getting buffalo wings, and they have nothing, mild, medium, hot. Wreck your booty hot. Like, where do you go?
Wreck your booty.
Yeah.
Mild.
Mild? See, I would be too. Yeah. I don't even go medium. Okay, so let's see how the pickle chips, these spicy dill pickle chips that Elisha sent us are. What's the verdict? They are spicy. They're getting a little hotter, but not bad.
I don't hate it.
It's very subtle.
I don't get the dill in it.
No.
It's almost like salt and vinegar chips. You know salt and vinegar chips? I love salt and vinegar
The dill is not like
it's not
the star.
No.
Kind of like if
the
you
spices.
have the Lay's dill pickle chips, like those are just like a burst of dill flavor.
No.
This feels calm to me.
Yeah, this is good.
Just a hint of heat.
Yeah.
This is like the...
I like them.
Yeah, it's the upper layer or upper echelon of heat I could
Elisha, good job, man. These
Thank
are
you,
really
sir.
good. Yeah. Better than my Dunkin' coffee or my McDonald's coffee I had today.
No, good grief.
Ugh, I cannot get it right. I thought I was going to discover a brand new coffee drink, a caramel latte from McDonald's. I didn't like it. And you can't customize it as much as the other ones at other places. So I might be forced to go back to Dunkin' and just get the substandard Dunkin' that I don't love, but I like better than the McDonald's now.
Maybe this is the Lord telling you you don't need that in your life.
He might be. But then I've argued with him about you, too. So, like...
I get it.
Yeah, I don't listen all the time.
Here I am.
You don't need her. No, I do, Lord. I do. I want to keep her around a little longer. So
I do like those.
Hey, these are good. Lady Rock, what do you got? Well, I have one more chip. I don't want to be rude and eat on the air, but I'm going to have one more because I have to.
Well, I'm going to get sporty. So,
yes.
this is all Gavin.
This is good.
So I didn't realize this, but Jason Kelce, not to be confused with Travis Kelce, which is Mr. Swift, but Jason Kelce, the older Kelce brother, him and his teammates have gotten together, and I guess now this has become an annual thing. Every year they release a new Christmas album.
Oh, really? Okay. It's probably one of those, because I thought they were just capitalizing off of the newly found fame from Taylor. So it's funny that if they've done this for years ahead, I think that's funny.
So I have the first two clips up there are clips from previous Christmas albums that they've released. Now, Travis Kelce is not in this, okay? This is just Jason and his Philadelphia Eagles
comrades.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What? I did not expect that. Like, that's way better than I thought it was going to be.
Play that here in December.
Yeah.
That was good enough and doesn't sound like football players.
No, I'm used to the Super Bowl shuffle from the Chicago Bears from the 80s and how bad that was. And anytime, like, football players try to sing, it's horrible. That was really good.
Yeah,
what about the other one?
Let's hear the other one. Santa Claus. Oh, I love this song. Big gang vocals. Okay, let's get off it. There you go.
Land the plane.
Okay.
That was more football.
Yeah,
players.
that definitely felt more football-y. They let more guys in. Last time they only let one in, and that was probably a better choice.
So this year's Christmas album, it's set to release for streaming November 1st, so that's coming up. Travis Kelce makes an appearance on this one.
Oh, boy, and I bet he's horrible.
He's encroaching on Taylor space.
I know.
Here.
It's like when all these artists started podcasting, I'm like, guys, keep in your lane. Stay in your lane. But then Matthew
They're
West
getting
podcast
into
is good.
everything.
I know, right?
It's annoying.
All right.
So here is a snippet of Travis Kelce singing.
I hope he's good.
Wandering the streets of my hometown. Must have been years since I've been home.
It's not terrible.
It's Christmas time in Cleveland Heights.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's Christmas time
in Cleveland Heights. Yeah, that is horrible.
That's like when you're popular and you just simply do everything.
Yeah.
That's beyond what they should have just reined it in.
Yeah, do some of
pushed.
the classics. Like they did like that first one was really good. You're like, oh, that's fun, and it's in the pocket. That's good. But doing original Christmas songs is really, really hard because everyone wants them to sound like a Christmas classic, but they don't. Oh, most of the times they do not even.
Would you say it's
sound
Christmas time in Cleveland Heights?
No, I would not. I would say it's Christmas time in Cleveland Heights. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's atrocious. Like, very few Christmas songs come out that are originals that are really good. I think that Sidewalk Prophets did a good job with a couple originals they have. I love We Three King
Wow.
No, come on.
Oh,
How
Many Kings.
Yeah.
I love How
Great
Many
song.
Kings. That was an original song from down here. Crushed it, and it feels like it's a classic.
I like Francesca Battistelli's You're Here.
Yes.
And I really like Brandon Heath's The Night Before Christmas.
That is really good.
It's not the classic.
Yeah.
It's his
Lauren
take
Daigle's Noel.
on- Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Tasha had a really fun one last year, and I can't remember what it's called.
I'm looking forward to Christmas this year on Way FM. Like, it'll be interesting to see what we play. Because every year it changes a little bit, and you have different bosses, and they have different strategies with Christmas music. And so I'm excited about what we'll put together this year. I do love Christmas music, like when it starts on the radio. I don't think, there are a couple stations, like Christian stations, that are like, we're going to redeem the Satan holiday and start Christmas music on Halloween. And you're like, that is a lot. That's a lot.
That's a choice.
It's too early. Like, I'm like around Thanksgiving, like right around Thanksgiving, fine. Some people go November 1. I think that's a little early, but like, yeah. So
To me, and it might be because I work for a radio station that plays it 24/7. I'm over it in 2 days.
Yeah, I get it.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm with you that I think it's got its place in time, but I think that I truly do want to experience the build up to Thanksgiving, and you can play it a day before because, like, I'm fine getting into the mood there because the day after Thanksgiving we do put up our tree.
Yeah.
So I'm in that zone, but I'm not in that zone.
We're
until
doing
then.
our tree this weekend, which is crazy to me.
Are you really?
are?
We really are. Yeah, because
No way.
yeah.
Because of some travel.
Because of
and-
travel.
Yeah.
So basically, we
Wow.
my wife wanted to do it last weekend, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd give her what she wants. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And then I look at the calendar, and I'm like, wait, no, absolutely not. We're still in October. We haven't even had Halloween yet. So we're doing it this week because next week we do like 4 days of show, and then we're into support drive, and then support drive goes throughout that next week, and then right after support drive, I leave for a trip with my daughter. And then we're gone through her birthday and Thanksgiving, and then we come back and it's like Christmas right then, so we wouldn't even put the tree up until
At that point, it wouldn't be worth it
Yeah.
for only.
Although, why would we go this weekend and not next? Oh, because I got to work next Saturday. That's why. And because I'm like, why wouldn't we just do it next Saturday? But we're doing support drive on Saturday, and she's like, you're not going to want to come home and do the tree after that.
Do you think? What do you guys do? Do you do anything in association to putting up the tree? Or you
Yeah.
guys eat certain things?
We do, but-
watch certain things.
And we're not going to do that this year because Haley's not here. Christmas is one of those things, man. With your kids, it's way more fun. So we have traditions. Like I make clam dip, which I love. Me and Haley love it. Marty hates it, but Haley and I just love it. And then Marty makes peanut butter cookies with the chocolate kiss on top.
Yum.
So those two things, and we watch Elf and we put up the tree. So when she was little, it was like that was the fun tradition. And then this year, I'm like, I don't want to make clam dip just for me because I'm on Weight Watchers. I'd eat it all. And then cookies, Marty's like, I can't find really peanut butter cookies many places anymore. So let's just do chocolate chip. And it's like everything's getting changed. So it's like,
It's just
all
that
right,
the
let's
tree's
just
going
knock it out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, how sad.
It does change. When you have a kid, Christmas is way more fun. Investing in it and the magic of it and making it fun for them. It's cool, And so as they get older and you start getting them more practical gifts and less toys and stuff, it's kind of like,
Are you putting up a tree this year, Betty?
Me, I don't know. I was just looking at Christmas trees.
Oh, really?
I don't know because I have 2 cats. I'm not sure how that would go. Also, too, my parents, given Dad just turned 70, Mama will be 60. I don't know, I lose count. Anyway, last year was our first year where they didn't even put up, they got a tree, but it was like one of those Charlie Brown trees.
Yeah.
And they were able to sit it on the dining room table.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was that small. And it was so sad. I hated it. But I mean, they were like, well, if you want a big tree, then you're going to have to come over and you're going to have to set it up. And it's like, well, I don't want to do that.
because as a parent, I get it. You get less enthralled about it, And so, for us, we bought a portable lit Christmas tree to take with us because we're going to be traveling for Christmas. We're going to be in Florida at Disney with my daughter. And so we bought a 6-foot pencil tree to decorate and do at the hotel. And then my wife had this idea for our family and then her boyfriend's family to all paint ornaments and then trade them and stuff so that they'll get ornaments for a tree when they get married or whatever. So
Cute.
yeah, I think it's kind of fun. And so yeah, that'll be that. But yeah, now I got to pack a Christmas tree and take it with me.
That's so
Dad
weird.
gummit.
The things you do.
Oh, I know. I'm a good husband. I hate putting up the Christmas tree, though. I hate fluffing it. I don't mind putting it together, but I hate jabbing all my hands with all the needles as I'm trying to, unfluff it from the year. And I even do it in a bag so that it's not shoved back down in the box now. I have a friend that leaves theirs completely set up and takes it to the attic set up. I'm like, that is ingenious, but I don't have the room. I would
my
do that
word.
if I could.
On Amazon, you can buy a black Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, I guess for Halloween.
Yeah,
if you
people would
did
do
Yeah.
that.
I had a
blue,
friend.
that would have been great when I had my Elvis tree.
Oh yeah, I had a friend that had a Thanksgiving tree, all the fall colors
We
and
did
stuff.
that where we did.
It was pretty.
We did a Halloween tree, and then we did a Thanksgiving tree, and then we did a Christmas.
I remember
tree.
when you first got
just
here,
with
you did that.
decorations. We didn't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go buy multiple. I will never buy multiple trees.
Yeah, that's what this lady did. She set the tree up, and then they did Thanksgiving stuff, and then they'll take all that off and put the Christmas up, and just leave the same tree up. So that's good. You get to enjoy it longer if you like that. Do you got any birthdays, Rock?
I do. Let me pull that up. I've got Claire. She said, "Hey guys,
Claire.
I know you." To her daughter Chloe. That's Claire, the intern that used to be here. Chloe is turning 10 years old. That's hard to believe. Claire, we cannot imagine that you have a 10-year-old. That's just.
That is insane.
Makes us feel old. Said that she is an amazing big sister, foster sister, and daughter. If you need someone to be in charge, she's your girl. Ooh, it sounds like she's got her hands full. Then Hagen wants to wish his wife, Ashley, a happy birthday. Said her birthday was actually on the 28th, and I really messed up asking for the shout out late.
Hagen!
She is an absolutely wonderful wife, teacher, and all around person.
You messed up.
So much so that he forgot.
You done messed up, H. Hagen. Like A.A. Ron.
H. Hagen.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's see. We've got a question from Logan. Logan wants to ask, in Wally's amazing dating career, wow. I don't know if amazing would have been the right word. He said, what is Wally's advice on the best way to full send ask a girl out that you don't know well?
Oh.
Asking for a friend, totally not for me, cough, cough.
Let me tell you.
To Logan.
Let me tell you this. Anything I would tell Logan right now is based on what I know now, not what I did or knew as a kid. I was horrible at this, like horrible. I had so much working against me. I was 4'11" through like high school. Yeah, I was tiny.
I'm laughing with you.
Yeah, I was tiny, not good looking, and so I had a lot of things working against me. I was funny, so that helped. But in high school, girls weren't looking for funny. They wanted the quarterback.
They didn't. Yeah,
they don't.
It's so confusing.
They would date the jacked up guy just because he had a nice car. It was so
He's
messed
the worst.
up. Yeah. So I would say though, here's what I would say. I had no confidence. I should have had more confidence. I think confidence is attractive in people if you know who you are and you be you. Do unashamedly
like
be
don't
you.
Force like fake confidence.
Right.
You're saying be confident in who
In
you
you,
are and
yeah.
let that shine.
Exactly. Own who you are and know that it's good enough and it will be good enough for somebody. Like it might not be for the one girl you ask out, but keep going. It's a numbers game. And
That's good.
It is though.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, I had zero game back in the day.
I was just thinking about this not that long ago. I thought to myself, I wish that I had. I've always been, I would say, somewhat confident in who I am as a person, but I think I could have had more when I was younger.
Sure.
Same.
And I just didn't, and I wish I had. I'm trying to get more of that in me now, but I feel like if I had more confidence in my abilities, I wouldn't have been stuck here.
The kid, you mean stuck here at this job?
Like at the station?
Yeah.
I'm just tough. No, I'm thinking like, all those kids that they aim for like this huge mega thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be a YouTube star or I'm going to be a pop star. And it's like, no, actually look at what you're really good at.
Right.
What gives you life, not life for others, but for yourself, and have confidence in that.
The kids that did the best in high school were the ones that were either A, very confident, or were really good at faking it. Because high school is...
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, high school is just a mess. Everyone's treading water. I always say this. Everyone's treading water, and you're just trying to get through it, But the ones that fake it better seem to come out better on top.
I'll tell you, too, if I had to go back and analyze the people that I remember seeing in high school, I almost felt like the people who were the happiest were people who were like the band kids or doing some fun club. Whereas in my head, if it was when I was a part of the theater group, when I did that for a couple of years, that is just so full. And I'm sorry to your daughter here, but it's just so full of dramatic human beings that want to be dramatic and are so insecure. Band kids, dude, they are part of an awesome team. They go out there, they can like hide each other's mistakes if someone's not doing well, and those kids just like love what they do.
They speak each other's language,
They do.
and they're their own group. Like it's kind of like when you bond with people because you are the ostracized group, you're the underdog, and so you kind of live into that with each other. I remember I used to make fun of people like the Dungeons and Dragons guy, whatever.
To be them.
Yes, yeah, but they're happy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, man. Like, for so many years, I thought, oh, nerd or whatever. It was like, no, these are people that have something that they really love, and they go and they do it together, and they're happy with that.
And it's so much less pressure than even when I was playing a sport. Like, a sport is something where you can have camaraderie, and it can be great.
Yeah.
But if your team, like, stinks, or if you lose, then that's still a product that can impact you.
And there's even a big hierarchy inside of sports,
whereas
too.
with, like, the band,
Yeah.
they go to competitions. They do stuff that can, be winning and losing. But for the most part, it's just creating something fun and cool. So much less pressure.
So going back to
Confident.
the question,
Yeah.
yes, give us an example. Okay, so I'm going to play the role of the girl.
Okay.
And this is what you would tell, who are we talking to? Logan. Okay, this is an example. So he says to ask out a girl that you don't know really well. Okay, so here's the situation. Gavin, you know what? Give us the situation. I play the girl. This is the guy that's trying to ask me out, Wally.
I'm already,
what am I doing?
intimidated.
Give us the situation. We're at school. What am I doing?
Oh, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that you are waiting in line at the vending machine
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
to get a soda pop.
Okay.
All right. Oh, boy, this is going to be rough. I'm already nervous again.
No, you have to have confidence.
I know,
like you
I
told
know.
Logan.
I know. Now, the one thing is too. It's like I would do your homework on the person. I know it seems stalkery,
Not like
but
do their homework,
but
literally.
know what they like a little bit, kind of thing.
Okay.
And so that way you can work that into the conversation. Like
smart.
let me show you this.
Like ask
okay.
around a little bit.
Little
Yeah.
weird. But
Yeah.
okay.
No, but that's it's
Okay,
smart.
I'm standing in line. Go ahead.
You're like, hey, aren't you Betty Rock? Are you in my math class?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I get it. Yeah, I kind of just come in, I sit in the back, and I know I'm not really noticeable.
This is a bad start.
I know. But I'm getting self-deprecating. But I do that because I'm actually a spy on the for the government. I'm a government spy.
Okay.
And no.
Oh, listen, I've got things to do.
No. So you go. This is where it gets horrible. Let me see.
Logan asked the wrong person.
I know. 100%. I told you I had no game. I still don't, apparently. You'd be like, hey, are you Betty Rock?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, with that attitude.
But is this a new
Do you have a
conversation?
friend that's
Yeah, wait,
nicer?
are we restarting?
Yeah,
the
we're
conversation?
restarting and scene.
Okay. Yes, I'm Betty Rock.
Oh, hey, it's really nice to meet you. I was just coming over here to get something. Do you mind if I get some pickle chips? I'm a huge pickle chips fan.
You want to skip me in line?
Just wait.
No, I'm asking.
That was part of the conversation.
Oh, yeah.
You want to skip me in line?
Just for a second.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you mind? It's kind of
I mean, sure.
It's kind of an emergency.
He's gonna get your soda.
Okay,
It's
sure.
it's an emergency. Okay, so here's pickle chips. Come down. Good. Boom. There you go. I really appreciate that because I could see that you needed some pickle chips, and I wanted to make sure that you got
And
them.
you hand them to me.
Yes, I do. I don't keep them for me. But,
Riz.
yeah, thank you very much. Hey, I hope. Yeah. So hey, I hope I see you around.
So
And then I leave.
But in that
And I'm gonna
case,
leave.
Okay,
I do
thanks.
think that there's it's a good strategy in a sense because you've planted the seed instead of being
Has he?
the
Yeah.
But has he,
immediate
though?
asking out. But this whole concept of the blind asking out, though,
Yeah.
it's smarter to do what you did, which is do something funny,
Yep.
do
Something
cool,
nice, and then walk
and
away.
then guess what? Maybe you
Walk
do
away.
that a few more times until
Yeah.
you're like, you
Yeah.
know, hey, there's a movie on Friday screening.
Pickle chips.
But how did he know that I like pickle chips? That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Well,
That's okay.
that's
See, that's where you.
It's okay.
Might
At this
define
point,
the-
you have not watched as much ID channel.
Yeah, that's
you're
true.
not.
Yeah.
You're not
Okay, I'm not
totally.
jaded.
Yeah,
Got it.
You're not
Okay.
looking to be murdered every
Yeah,
time by every interaction.
Totally understand. Okay, I'm on the same.
this just
Or
to me,
the
though-
other way to go about it would be to walk up and be like, "Hey, why don't you just get out of my way? I need to get my chips for me and some hot girls over there." Exactly. Yes, that's exactly it. Yeah. Hey, I'm looking to date a hot girl. Do you know any? Have you seen any? And then just treat you like crap.
No,
and
I'll
then,
write my name with your last name on my journal.
Yes, exactly. That's how high school went.
It does.
For some reason,
So
that is
stupid.
how high school went.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
All right.
Logan, you got this.
You
Okay?
got it.
Don't, yeah.
You got it.
Don't
and let
miss
us know
but
how
you
it
got
goes.
it.
All right, that's going to do it for your Aftercast. Thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.